Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to part 30 of our EA WRC Let's Play. Yesterday we're back once again heading into something that is again in a WRC2 car, but not the WRC2 Championship. Yes, today we've got the Achievy 1600cc turbo engine trial, where if we finish second or above, we can unlock a lock center plus front/rear LSD clutch. It's a lot of words, and not a lot of them that I know what they mean. But of course, yeah, if you missed that last video from this series that went live a few days ago, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, heading back into Monte Carlo, perhaps for a slightly shorter rally. Feel like I still need more seat time in this Citroen car as well, hence why I've decided to jump into this one. Get yourself subscribed if you're new, and let's see what we've got ahead of us today from Rally Monte Carlo.
You can literally feel the history here, can't you? Well, if you keep your head in a good rhythm here, you could etch yourself into a long list of Rally Monte Carlo winners.
Right, well, let's take a look then as to what we've got ahead of us. It is a three-stage rally, however, it is all very, very wet. 16.6 kilometer one to kickstart us, then we've got a service before what is quite clearly a blast up and down a mountain at some point on this event. How many sets of wet tyres have we got? That's going to be the big one as well. We've got one set of wet tyres that we're going to need to use throughout, so we need to look after those. Let's just go in the shakedown, make sure everything's working as it should be. It's not raining, at least. We had a bit of a nightmare in the Rally Japan video we did a couple of days ago with the rain. If you missed that, don't go check it out, for my sanity. But yeah, let's see what we can do then on our return then to Monte Carlo. Second time we've been here in a week, which isn't so bad as like Central Europe and that kind of thing. And this, I believe, is the Wolf Power stage we did from Rally Monte Carlo. So we certainly know, or we should know roughly where we're going on this one. How our pace will be today, we'll have to wait and see. Of course, never know who's going to show up that has a WRC2 car. I think probably it's going to be Chrysom or someone like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward, of course, you know, the WRC2 car, it's enjoyable when I don't fire it off like that. And, you know, obviously, you know, like I said, it felt like in the Swedish rally we did a few days ago. I'm slowly getting that. I'm building up more confidence with it. But there's definitely still a few little refinements that I need to kind of work out still with my driving style. You know, just those little tweaks and changes, of course, that maybe picked up some habits from the junior WRC car that are still called a trailing over, which I don't need or need to get rid of or anything like that. But yeah, you know, that is certainly a lot of work over the coming weeks and months. There are 1 minute 16 through the split time then. So not a bad run when you include the mistake we made, but we should get a free set of wets as well now, shouldn't we? If I have a look. Yeah, yes we do. So we got one extra set of wet tyres, which is beautiful. We got no repairs as well, which is even more beautiful. So let's head then into stage number 1. La Nuevele or something like that. We got 20 cars, I believe, in WRC2 class for this one. So we need a top 2 if we want to unlock some parts. Don't need podiums this season. Just thought this would be a fun one to do.
3, 2, 1, go.
Drop the hammer and let's go rallying then, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I should know roughly where I'm going through the first half of this one, but after that, it might be a little bit into the dark. But yeah, let's just try and make it through, obviously, this first bit clean and tidy. Some of you have been saying I need to use my handbrake more, but I was watching the EA event they hosted last week, like the Showdown tournament or whatever it was, and I noticed it was only really Joona Pankkonen who was using his handbrake at all, and this was on some very, very tight and twisty stages, so I don't necessarily I mean, Joona did win, so it's probably a good omen. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure that that's going to be the way to go all the time. Don't want to worry about it too much either. But of course, yeah, we have got a metric to be going up against for this one. So we have, as always, in WRC2, got someone to chase. Certainly don't think we're going to win the WRC2 campaign first time of asking, but we're going to give it our best shot and try and make sure that we're a consistent championship contender. You know, just outside the points in Rally Monte Carlo, just inside the points in the Swedish rally. that we did a few days after that. But, oh, there we go, 5 seconds up. That's not bad. None of the WRC2 drivers by the looks of it. It is just randoms, kind of the NPCs that this game's got implemented. I do think they're quite well implemented though in this game. I'll give them credit there. But yeah, 8 split stage. See, this is the longest one that we'll do on this rally, so how we'll fare is anybody's guess, but we know there's a couple of horrible moments on this stage in different places. But at least we've got no risk of ice today, I don't believe. We are in March, so it should be springtime now. So hopefully, yeah, there's going to be no ice to have to navigate or anything like that. Because that was difficult in the first event. A bit of a wake-up call to suddenly find ourselves on sheet ice in a lot of places. That's not ideal, though. Oh, a little bit of rallycross. And a bit of a barrel roll as well. Wonderful. 5-second penalty. And all that time I built up in Sector 1, gone. And it's, again, another reminder as to why I need to focus. 4 seconds back, though, is... Oh, it's more than 4 seconds back. Come on, Matt. Re-emerge there, out of the foliage. Focus. Find my zen.
Basics right, tightens. And bridge, slowing. To 5 right, half long. And hairpin left. Opens, 40. Late, open hairpin right. And slide left, 60. 1 left, tightens. 100. Slight left of crest, 80. 4 left, slowing, 30. Acute hairpin right. And slide left. Into slide right, 50. 6 right, half long, 70. 2 left, tightens. 40, right of the crest, 50. 6 left, 40, slide right. Into crest, 140. Late, 1 left, 120.
So I think we've got actually good pace here when I don't mess it up. We have got some fairly competitive pace. So I think, you know, as long as we don't do anything really stupid, we should be in the fight here, which is nice. You know, maybe build us up some good repertoire as well. If, you know, still in the future, if we win the WRC, maybe then we'll build our own car, try and compete doing that as well. It is definitely a feature of this game that I want to see how it works at some point, but I feel like I've got a lot to learn before then. So yeah, soon we're going to leave familiar territory on this first stage, unless I've done the second half of this without ever realising. But look at that, what a view here in Monte Carlo. Really is a special part of the world. Pretty special as well in a Citroen rally car. You know, no, obviously this thing isn't, you know, a rally world championship winner or anything like that, but you know, I think for my era especially, this thing comes with a, you know, a pretty special kind of history with the team. Watching Loeb just win so many WRC titles over and over and over, and pretty much all of them, you know, they were all in Citroen cars. It really was just an absolutely unstoppable duo.
To 5 left, 5 right, and 5 left short, 80. 3 left, and 5 right, tightens to slight left. 4 right,
easy. Yeah, I definitely don't recognise any of this stuff.
4 left, keep in.
Seems fairly open though, he says. There's a huge rock wall there. And now maybe that openness is dissipated. It's going to be a lot of going up and down the gears.
50, late, hairpin left. 60.
See, it's weird, but sometimes you can get that, what feels like a lot of understeer out of the car, but it actually still bites.
Hairpin right.
It's quite weird. It's not very reliable to kind of induce in the car, but it's very, very quick. So yeah, we're starting to build up a little bit of time then. I think what I like even more about the AI is the sort of NPCs seem to generally be a little bit slower, which kind of makes it feel a bit more believable that, you know, the fastest drivers are competing in the World Championships. It just seems very scary at the moment. But I have done this stage the other way, I believe. It's like I recognise patches of it. I mean, yeah, the fans have certainly shown up, though, to see me rag this thing around. I'm building up a little bit of a margin as well as we come towards the end of the first stage, so we'll be looking, yeah, to try and keep control of that. Whoa.
Brake, left of a crest, into 4 right short, 80, 5 right short, 90, 6 left.
Still feel like occasionally I'm having to react rather than act too much, which is frustrating. It's about just trying to make sure I'm in the right headspace.
100, slight left of a crest, 90, brake, slight left, 60, 5 right, 30, 3 left, half long, and crest, 40.
Oh, come on, get that bite. There we go. Beautiful.
Late 5 right, half long, slowing, 120. 3
Oh,
left, and
no.
junction, 30, 5 right, 210. 6 left, long tightens, 150. Slight left, 80. Slight left.
Always forget this thing's only got 5 gears.
20.
Constantly looking for a 6th.
Unseen and 6 left to 3 right, tightens, 370.
Not sure whether that wall is solid or not, and I have no intention of finding out. It's very, very high speed still. It's been a very high speed stage here from Monte Carlo, which I was not expecting.
3 right to the crest, opens long.
I kind of just associate Monte Carlo with, you know, the stages up the big hills, or mountains really.
And slight left, slowing, 76 left.
I mean, this is just something you never really got from the old dirt games either.
Slight left, 100. 6 left, 70.
Here we go, almost up at the finish line though.
Keep out,
It's been
60.
I almost had a fairly successful first stage then, so I got a tiny bit worried that I was going to bin it.
50, 4 right short, 40,
Oh, that was
6
close.
right, 40,
And that.
6 right, don't cut,
But we held on.
50,
FPS does not like the rain either, gotta say, from this first stage. It really doesn't. Beautiful little ending to the stage though. Nice. And I've gone the wrong way. Can I go down here? Yes, I can. Wonderful. Slight detour at the final corner. Oh, the frame rate on that is appalling. But 11.6 seconds up then at the end of stage number 1. Despite a couple of little errors, yeah, I think this one, you know, unless you do something really stupid, should really go our way, all things considered. No, it hasn't. People went after me. I never even considered that. We've got 10 seconds to close up on Donghai then. I need to get good, apparently. Right, stage number 2 then. Don't know. So these next two are just the same but the other way around, but I don't know where we're going exactly.
3, 2, 1, go. Turn 2 right.
I was going to go completely the wrong way there immediately, so that's good.
2 left, long tightens. 60.
Okay. I think this might be the first stage I ever did on this game, but the second half of it. So it's very, very fast, but very, very scary.
To 6 left. To slight right. 5 left short. 80.
That does potentially work in our favour though, and of course, yeah, now, actually got to try and beat Donghai as well, which I hadn't really factored in when I was kind of doing a Sunday drive through that first stage. But yeah, you know, we made a few stakes, so to be 10 seconds back certainly implies to me that we could claw back that time throughout the rest of the event.
30. 6 left. 80.
Easy.
Slowing. 4 left short. To 6 right. 70.
Yeah, so I think this one,
Late.
if I remember it correctly, is going to be very, very high speed.
40. 2 right.
2 tenths down. Oh, there we go. Monson and Donghai have gone before us now, so that's quite good.
50.
Nice that they've kind of reshuffled the order
Late.
at that sector.
2 left and late. 1 right. 40. 6 left. Long. 30. 3 right, half long, 30, caution, 4 left, half long. Tightens 3, short, and 3 right sharp, 30, caution, 1 left short, 30, 5 right short, 50.
Still using, I mentioned it in a video a few days ago, I feel like my new system on this game is, whatever angle the corner is, unless I know the corner specifically, I feel like now I can attack 1 gear higher than the game reckons, apart from that corner apparently. Panicked there just a little bit. Right, where's this really fast bit though? That's what I want to know.
2 left, 50. Late, 2 right, 40. 6 left. Tightens 4, half long, 40.
1/10 down.
80.
We're looking pretty close.
5 left short,
Wants to separate
50,
us.
crest, 160.
Here we go.
3
So we
right
can
short,
really let it
90.
run.
6 right, 40.
No, it's not. Now might be where we can really let it run.
40. Slight right, 60, crest, 70, slowing, slight right, 40, 5 left short, 80, 6 right to the crest, 80, 5 left, 4 right to the crest, 70, crest, 90.
Easy.
Slight right to 6 left short.
The fact that all 3 of us are still covered by about a second is insane.
30. Slight left.
It does also not fill me with too much confidence that after I said about how we might win this one,
6 right, 350.
not looking so great now. We need that top 2 if we want to get those new parts, otherwise this is effectively... I mean, we've got good practice in the car, but otherwise it's been a fairly meaningless exercise. I mean, yeah, I think we're basically on the red line towards the end of this one. Apart from this corner. Oh, which I'm not slowed down enough for. Damn. Damn and blast. Go. Didn't hit anything. So annoying to throw away a load of time right at the end. Literally less than 100 yards from the finish. What's the gap going to be? 3:35 there. 10 seconds. We kept up right the way throughout. Oh, that's annoying. That is really annoying. That means, yeah, 16th at the end of that one. Going to put us a little bit down the order there. 6th place overall. It's still Monson and Donghai absolutely dominating this thing at the top. But we've got one more stage to try and recover a big result out of this. We could still try and get P3. But yeah, we really need Monson or Donghai to have a bit of an issue in stage number 3. Meanwhile, Crichton, remember to him, Crichton down in 12th. Did we have the Northern Irish Crichton as well in this event? No, we didn't. Right, here we go then. Final stage of the day. Same stage we just did, but the other way around. Let's just try and recover a little bit of time there. If we get a P2, I'll be staggered, but just need a good result. We know it's a really short stage, but we need to be looking at kind of 3:20 or less, if possible. And that's not going to be that easy. So we definitely gain. Look at that. The amount we gain on the high speed bits is insane. Ugh. Yeah, I think obviously it just averages your time over the sector, doesn't it? Which is really bad because I look at it way too much. 7:10 something though.
6 left, 80. 5 right short, 30. Slight left, 60. Crest, 50. 6 left and 6 right. Very long tightens. 40. 6 left, 100. Late, 3 left short, 130.
That was pretty good.
Crest, break, 50. 4 right short, 70. Late, 1 left.
Oh, that was way too low.
40.
Could have easily attacked that in at least 1 gear higher.
Left, tightens.
As close those rocks as I dare.
Sharp, keep in.
Look at that, only 1.1 up.
Left, tightens into 5 right, 30, 1 left short, tightens, 30, and late, 1 left. And slide right.
Oh, that was nice.
2,
Drifted the car through the corner. This corner's horrible.
2 left sharp.
It just goes on a little bit longer than you expect.
Right, half long, 40. 5 left short, 30. 1 right right short, and 3 left, tightens, don't cut, and 4 right, long. 30, 3 left, half long, and 6 right, long, 40. Late, 2 left.
It would be nice even if we don't get the result we want, just to win this final split though. Showcase that, you know, I am still getting better in these WRC2 cars. So I got lulled into a false sense of security. They sent out all the slow people before me and left all the quick ones till after. So I kind of finished that first stage, you know, 11 seconds clear, thought, oh, this is going to be nice. And then just suddenly someone's dropped 10 seconds on me.
60, 6 right to the crest, 30, 3 left sharp into 3 right, half long, 70. 2 left, don't cut, keep in 50, 5 left short, 40. Slide right, tightens 4, half long, 50, 4 left, half long. Slide right short, 80. 4 right short, to slide left, into 6 right, 6 left, and 5 right, 100. Late.
That was
1
risky.
left, half
Oh,
long,
and it didn't pay off.
70. 2 right.
Oh, and Interval's found a couple of corners.
80. 4 left short.
Hey, you know what? We've not done badly on this final one, though.
60, over finish.
He says, with
4
more than a
left
corner to
crest
go.
stop.
There we go, up over the line. 3.5 seconds up in the end. It's not actually a bad showing, all things considered. And that truck is very, very close to the finish line there. 3:29, though, definitely not going to be enough for us to have recovered this rally. But yeah, we did go fastest in that final stage there. Monson, yeah, a little way back. But yeah, unfortunately not enough for us to make the difference there. At the end, it's P3, so we did recover pretty well. We got a podium in the end, but yeah, unfortunately just those couple of mistakes in stage 1 really did cost me there. But thank you all so much for watching. A bit of a shorter rally today. A lot of the videos recently have been really, really long, but thank you all so much for watching nonetheless. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very, very soon with more EA WRC content. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.